I believe that Ryan Garcia was a good fighter. We were 3-3 with him. I think he's an even better TikToker or influencer or whatever because he fooled you guys.
Bill Haney has lashed out at Ryan Garcia over his failed test again on a live session after they both exchanged words fiercely. Ryan Garcia's test failure has come as shocking news to Bill Haney, who has fired hot shots at Ryan Garcia and his father as well.
They're like OnlyFans loading. I'm like,
I don't even know, like I said in my video, I don't even know what the fuck to get there. It's just
I'm
crazy.
like, okay, whatever.
Finally, the father of World Boxing Council super lightweight champion Bill Haney has found a justifiable reason to raise his voice again and lash out at one of his most prominent enemies. Throughout the world of boxing, Bill Haney is known for his vocalness and outspoken nature, even at the wrongest moments. Following his son's loss to Ryan Garcia, Bill Haney has been appearing on cameras countlessly to defend, attack, and even make very controversial claims. And while he hasn't really fired shots at Ryan Garcia, the recent development has required that.
I believe that Ryan Garcia was a good fighter. We were 3-3 with him. I think he's an even better TikToker or influencer or whatever because he fooled you guys.
Ryan Garcia made headlines this week when he tested positive for Ostarine, a performance enhancer, in 3 separate tests leading up to his April 20th fight with Haney. He handed Haney his first career loss by majority decision, but didn't receive Haney's belt due to a botched weigh-in. But that huge win is set to be ruled out for him should his B test produce the same results as the previous ones. Veteran boxing reporter Dan Rafael was the first to share a report of Garcia's failed test, claiming the result was related to the performance-enhancing substance Ostarine.
What's up, everybody? I came on here to address this bull fucking shit claim that I cheated.
Lies.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that I don't cheat. What can I say?
According to the letter, Garcia tested positive for Ostarine, a selective androgen receptor modulator that is not approved for human use or any kind of consumption in the United States. As a matter of fact, according to the United States Anti-Doping Agency and the World Anti-Doping Agency, it is prohibited in any country. Ostarine is a drug used to prevent muscle loss and improve lean body mass and is used in the treatment of women with breast cancer. Rafael noted that Garcia tested positive on April 19th, the day before the fight, and on April 20th during his post-fight evaluation.
And particularly sauce. No, the real thing. I promoted my son from amateurs to where he is, and I done Boston White.
Also, ESPN's Mike Coppinger then reported that they had obtained a VADA letter confirming the situation. Garcia spent the build to the fight engaging in bizarre behavior, ranting on social media about various conspiracy theories, claiming to be in possession of proof of aliens. After the win, during his in-ring interview, Garcia claimed this was all part of an elaborate plan to troll boxing fans, media, and Haney and his team. Were that the case, the plan appeared to work perfectly as Garcia pulled off the biggest win of his career. However, if the test samples are confirmed to be positive, the result of the fight will likely be overturned to a no contest. The fight was originally planned as Garcia's first shot at a world championship, as well as an opportunity to prove he could hang with the sports elite after getting dropped twice and stopped by Gervonta Tank Davis in 2023. Of course, Garcia missing weight by more than 3 pounds meant that Garcia was ineligible to win Haney's WBC Junior Welterweight Championship.
Like after the fact.
Supposedly they had it already, then why didn't they release it? They release it after I win? Makes no sense. Yeah, no, no.
Ryan denied these reports on social media and went on to post that he was publicly talking about tests made during his training preparation. Garcia and his promoters, Golden Boy, believe their fighter has done nothing wrong, indicating it is now down to the WBC and the New York State Athletic Commission to investigate. After posting a tweet featuring 3 crying emojis and LOL, Garcia briefly went live on X. "You guys can see fake news," Garcia said. "Fake freaking news. Don't believe these haters. I never freaking took a med in my freaking life. I don't even know how that stuff is. It's the weirdest stuff ever. Supposedly they had it already, but they released it after I won? It makes no sense. I tested the day of the fight. Nothing. Somebody paying somebody.
Like after the fact.
Supposedly they had it already, then why didn't they release it? They release it after I win? Makes no sense. Yeah, no, I tested the day of the fight.
Garcia further denied wrongdoing in a profanity-laced post late Wednesday on X, formerly Twitter, describing it as fake news. Everybody knows that I don't cheat, Garcia said. What can I say? Why didn't they come out with this before the fight if they found it before? Why would they let me step into the ring as a cheater and then come out with a victory and post this? He added, these are people that are trying to attack me for whatever reason. I've never taken a substance in my life. I don't even know where to get substance at the end of the day. I barely take supplements. Big lies. I beat him. They are trying to take my greatest victory away. Kinda sad when you think about it. Why in the world would I volunteer for a test if I planned on taking those substances?
That I cheated.
Lies.
Everybody knows that I don't cheat. What can I say? Why didn't they come out with this before, the fight? If they found it before, why would they let me step into the ring?
The fight. Nothing. And then all of a sudden it came out. I'm bullshit.
Like paying them.
In a separate post, Garcia appeared to suggest a tainted herbal supplement was to blame for the test result. My bad, I shouldn't have taken this, Garcia wrote above a photo of a bottle marked ashwagandha root. According to sources, Ryan Garcia has 10 days to request his B sample to be tested. However, that might not save him in case the result of that test comes negative. Following Ryan Garcia's denials, World Boxing Council super lightweight boxing champion Devin Haney and his father trainer Bill Haney have addressed Ryan Garcia's failed Veda test. Amidst the newfound fog of Garcia's victory, the Haney family broke their silence on Garcia, with the outspoken Bill Haney showing up unhesitantly to share his thoughts. In a recent statement to ESPN's Mike Coppinger, Haney gave his first public remarks since the news broke of Garcia's failed drug test. We learned about this situation not too long ago, and it's unfortunate Ryan cheated and disrespected both the fans and the sport of boxing by fighting dirty and breaking positive not once but twice. I've always been an advocate for clean fighting, and this is an example of such. Ryan owes the fans an apology, and by his recent tweet, he still thinks this is a joke. We put ourselves on the liner to entertain people for a living. You don't play boxing. He also added, this puts the fight in a completely different light. Despite the disadvantage, I still fought on my shield and got back up. People die in this sport. This isn't a joking matter. In a separate statement to Sports Illustrated's Chris Mannix, Haney's father weighed in on the post-fight Garcia news. He fired back at Ryan Garcia's defensive claims and insulted him for being scared of facing his son fairly. You're trying to hurt my baby, Haney's father Bill said. We played it fair. We didn't do it like that. Damn boxing, this is some nonsense. I came from the streets. You're scared of Devin on a level playing field. I feel messed up over this. If you can brag about doing it, you shouldn't be on meds. Haney and Garcia could potentially run it back in a rematch, but no formal bookings have been made as of this writing. Regardless, Haney is expected to defend the WBC super lightweight title later in 2024.
They're like OnlyFans loading. I'm like,
I don't even know, like I said in my video, I don't even know what the fuck this gets there. It's just
I'm
crazy.
like, okay, whatever. So
But
someone said,
I heard that Devin Haney, he's connected to Victor Conte, who's
It's uncertain if Garcia's victory over Haney will hold after the failed Veda tests or if the result will be overturned. He's bounced back with 2 straight wins since a loss to Gervonta Davis last year. The aftermath of Garcia versus Haney continues to be almost as eventful as the pre-fight buildup, and the two sides could be on another collision course soon. However, World Boxing Council super lightweight champion Devin Haney is no longer interested in a rematch with Ryan Garcia after their April 20th encounter at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Ryan Garcia, who has 25 wins in 26 matches with 20 knockout victories, missed weight by 3.2 pounds, and spent training camp creating public concern about his well-being before producing a shock majority decision win, dropping the WBC title holder 3 times over the 12-round distance. Haney, who retained his WBC title due to Garcia's failure to make the championship weight limit, branded his rival a cheater and rejected any talk of a return.
And particularly sauce. No, the real thing. I promoted my son from amateurs to where he is. And, and out in Boston White. I'm a Muslim.
During the build-up, we've seen a lot of interesting things from him. We've seen his character, we've seen the guy cheat, we've seen the person that he is, Haney said. I don't see myself ever getting back in the ring with him, but I'm a fighter speaking right now about how I feel. We never know what the future holds. As of right now, it wouldn't be a fight I would entertain. As I said, this guy showed his character. He showed that he would do anything to win, including cheat. That's just reality. Boxing is just a sport at the end of the day. He put my life in jeopardy, so now it's deeper than boxing with me. He could have done some real dangerous things to me that night.
I had a couple of missed calls from Devin, messaged him and obviously then got all the information. Shocked, saddened, disappointed.
Matchroom promoter Eddie Hearn also weighed in on the news about Ryan Garcia testing positive for banned substances for his fight with Devin Haney and the reaction he has along with his fighter Haney. Responding to a reporter, Eddie Hearn said, "I woke up to missed calls from Devin and a text saying call me ASAP and spoke to him, and he's devastated because it's very difficult for him to overcome the loss, but particularly difficult now to take the loss when he was 3.5 pounds over, and a loss that he fought a man who had performance-enhancing medications in his system. I believe everybody should have the right to protest their innocence. Unfortunately, in this situation, it's guilty until proven innocent. I've been there, right? But one thing we 100% know in this situation is that when he entered the ring, he had performance-enhancing meds in his system."
How did they get there? That's now, we've got to give the opportunity to Ryan Garcia and Golden Boy to go through the process and fight their case. Unfortunately, in this world.
Also, Eddie Hearn added, "So that's incredibly difficult for Devin Haney to take, and the fight will become a no contest, whether it was intentional or not intentional. It was still in him when he fought. It's not fair, but every fighter deserves the opportunity, and now it's a tough fight. Ryan has now got to get himself together with Oscar and Golden Boy, and they've got to take this on. I've been there, I've done it for 2 years, I'm still going because I believe in my fighter. If they believe in Ryan Garcia, they'll have to take that fight with him."
And Golden Boy to go through the process and fight their case. Unfortunately, in this world of this incident, because I've been there a million times, it's absolutely guilty until proven.
For Bill Haney, he finally has a case to justify his recent rants in social media that have been targeted at different fighters and celebrities. His rant started immediately a few hours after his son's loss against Ryan Garcia. On his live Instagram session, Bill Haney expectedly had words to say for the supporters of Devin Haney and his haters as well. He said he and Devin knew Garcia's pre-fight antics and missing weight was a planned show. Bill started in quite the same way as his son when he was giving his post-fight in-ring interview. He thanked God, which was an important aspect of their faith as Muslims. "We're outside when we're winning, and we're outside in defeat. We turn losses into lessons and then turn them into blessings," Bill Haney said. "One thing I can say is I did always say that Ryan Garcia was a good fighter. We were three with him. I think he's an even better TikToker or influencer or whatever because he fooled you guys into thinking that he was crazy. I knew that he wasn't crazy. It was a good fight. But we've got to take him in his stride, and we definitely want a rematch. Devin's still WBC champion. He couldn't lose the belt because Ryan didn't make the scale, but we wanted to make it happen. And more importantly, being the first fighter or being the second best fighter or the third best fighter, you can work to get there, or you step back to step back up. But the one thing is that my son is the best son in the world to me, and I love him to death. It'll continue to go all out for him. I'll continue to stay outside. You know what I mean? We didn't just start this journey when we started boxing. I'm gonna back him fully, I ain't going nowhere. Period."
I believe that Ryan Garcia was a good fighter. We were 3-3 with him. I think he's an even better TikToker or influencer or whatever because he fooled you guys into thinking that he was crazy. I knew that he wasn't crazy.
And when he received trolls from Saucy Waka and Charleston White, he was quick to make his comeback on another live Instagram session. Saucy Walker had insulted Bill Haney and had rubbished him for being a bad trainer to his son. He advised Devin Haney to be a man and stop living under Bill's shadow. Responding to Sauce Walker, Bill Haney said, "And particularly Sauce, the real thing. I've promoted my son from amateurs to where he is, and and I've been his trainer, and he's a boss, and he makes the decisions on who he hires and who he fires, and I respect every decision that he makes. But to say I did good business with those individuals that you might have been talking about, that you were praising, Eddie Hearn and Oscar, well, they just called me and told me what a great event we had together. I think, you're trying to pop it and our culture and pop it for our culture. And to somebody in this boxing business, man, you might have been speaking too fast or the people might have been listening too slow. So that's for you, the message to you."
Amateurs to where he is. And, and out in Boston White. I'm a Muslim, and I definitely believe in Jesus, wholeheartedly.
Interestingly, the altercation with Charleston White seemed more like a religious war, and Bill Haney had some facts to point Charleston White to. He said, "And for Charleston White, I'm a Muslim, and I definitely believe in Jesus wholeheartedly. I'm a new Muslim, and sometimes I'm going to make mistakes, and my son is a new Muslim, and he's going to make mistakes. We're Muslims, and we're God-fearing, and that's what we believe in. Alhamdulillahi, that this is good, and it's good all the time, and God makes no mistakes. It's not about how you win, it's about how you lose, and the way you come back from it. And my way of coming back is staying in your face and smiling, and you understanding that you can do it too. You can do it too."
I'm a Muslim, and I definitely believe in Jesus, wholeheartedly. Yeah, and I am a new Muslim, so sometimes I'm gonna make mistakes. My son is a new Muslim sometimes.
He then summed it up quite peacefully, concluding, "Charleston White, don't confuse the people as if it was a holy war or we somehow don't believe in Jesus or go against Jesus. Good brother." Notably, the loudest of Bill Haney's social media rants has been his heated exchange with Floyd Mayweather.
You need some help? You need some help with your son?
Have I ever needed your help for anything?
You need some help with your son?
For some help?
You need some help?
Have
Other
I ever?
motherfucking night? You need some help.
Bill Haney showed up on an Instagram live session with legendary Floyd Mayweather and made mockery of him, trolling and taunting him repeatedly. They argued about their kids, their impacts, the death of a mutual friend, and many other things. "You need some help?" Mayweather asked the freshly wounded Haney toward the close of their video chat. "You needed some help the other night. If Devin needs me, I'm going to be there for him. Anytime I help Devin, it's total love, period."
You dig? You come up in there with that slow drag talking about that 50 under the lights. Nigga, fuck the lights, nigga, and that 50 You know that shit don't mean nothing in the street. If you ain't really pushing that line and your kids are right in these streets, nigga, if your kids ain't walking around and they mobbing in these motherfucking streets.
While that led to the pair laughing as the conversation ended, and Mayweather urging Haney to call him for a private chat, there was tension earlier. Haney told Mayweather he didn't appreciate Mayweather seeming to refute a comment that Devin Haney had previously gotten the better of Mayweather in some sparring. The 50-0 boxing icon responded by jestingly congratulating Haney on his son being undefeated in the gym, jabbed at Devin's loss against Garcia, and implied that he, Mayweather, is undefeated in professional boxing competition. "Bill, if your son is undefeated in the gym, congrats!" Mayweather said. "What's my record under the lights?" To that, Haney responded, "You're 50-0 with that boxing stuff. That doesn't mean nothing in the streets." Few can talk to Mayweather that way, but the retired fighter stayed on the call, hashing it out. Mayweather, 47, pressed Haney to reveal why he felt wronged by the 5-division champion, who counted victories over greats including Manny Pacquiao, Miguel Cotto, and Juan Manuel Marquez, while performing in the 4 most lucrative pay-per-view fights of all time. "Do something for the streets? If you don't do something for the streets, you're a trashy guy and no legend to anyone," responded Haney, after recently complaining on social media that Mayweather hadn't financially contributed to a mutual friend's funeral. Mayweather said he takes pride in removing himself from the streets and used his father, Floyd Sr.'s past trouble there, as motivation to pursue a better life. But then Haney said, "I just saw your kids on the streets." Mayweather responded, "When kids get to a certain age, they're going to do what they want to do, and when they don't want to listen, you disconnect." Haney said he's looking out for the Mayweathers, and also insinuated that money doesn't assist his children financially, adding that he, Bill, has previously helped them out. Money opined that adult children are free to make their own decisions and pointed out that he's helped Devin and would help him in the future too. You don't even say thank you for that. Mayweather, pushed to understand where they go from here, said, "Bill, is your ultimate goal for our kids to go to the next level? Or is your goal for us to go against each other?" he asked. A bit later, Haney said, "I'm not going to keep rapping with you. You know what time it is." To that, Mayweather offered the support to Devin Haney and asked for the follow-up call, to which Haney appeared to be joking by saying no, laughing heartily at what may prove a healing exchange. Knowing the kind of personality Bill Haney is,
It's not about the streets, Bill.
I said,
Bill, it's not about the streets. That's why you got. Anytime I ever talked to Devin, I helped him. Devin, guess what? It was all total love. Period.
it don't sound like that.
It was. It was all.
the world of boxing is set to hear more of his rants over Ryan Garcia's failed test. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get alerted when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.